Hello, and welcome to the Daily Message. Today is Monday, September 13th, and I am Morgan. I am the intern pastor here at Holy Cross. Our devotion for today is Psalm 100, so if you would like to follow along with that later in our video, you can grab your closest Bible or Bible app or website where you find Bible verses, whatever you use, and flip to Psalm 100. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. To get to some happenings for the week, one of our biggest happenings, it's buzzing around here, lots of people are working on it right now, is our rummage sale. So our rummage sale is taking place this Friday and Saturday, so that's September 17th and 18th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. here in the building. There will be all kinds of items that you can check out, and that is sponsored by our Women of the ELCA group, they're working hard to put this together. I haven't been to it. I hear it's a really big thing here at Holy Cross and very exciting. So be sure to check that out this week, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 3. If you have items to donate to that, you can drop those items off today or tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. or on Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and someone will be here to happily receive those. That was one of my big projects over quarantine and actually part of my Lenten practice to get rid of an item a day and to just kind of clear some things out that had been sitting around or, realizing how much stuff that I had that I didn't need. And so I was able to kind of go through some stuff and donate things. That was a really great spiritual practice for me too. So if you have items to donate, or maybe you did something similar over quarantine in the past year, feel free to bring them in. They would happily receive those and help them find a new home. Another big thing coming up this upcoming Sunday, Sunday, September 19th, is our fall kickoff day. So following our 10 a.m. worship service, we'll have food and crafts and games and all kinds of fun to kick off our fall activities at Holy Cross and celebrate the beginning of another school year. So you can join us for that. Kim has a lot of awesome things planned, but it's really for all ages, not just for children and youth and families. So we hope that you will join us on Sunday for that. And additionally, CJ from Living Waters Ministries will be with us on Sunday and preaching in worship to talk to us about camp and share the exciting things that are happening at Living Waters. So it will be a fun day that you won't want to miss. Definitely check it out. Also, if you did not catch yesterday's sermon, I encourage you to go to our YouTube channel, which if you're here, you've already found us. You can go to the YouTube channel and look for yesterday's service. You can watch the whole service or you can skip to the sermon. It was a great sermon. Pastor Scott talked about our mask policy and why we're wearing masks and how it's grounded in scripture, in radical hospitality and loving our neighbor so that we can be a welcoming place for as many people as possible. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. We also had a congregational meeting yesterday and we voted on the capital improvement committees and the council's motion and recommendation for fixing the air conditioning in the sanctuary. And that was approved by the congregation. So that means that the project will begin. The motion that was approved stated that the project would not exceed $30,000 and that the congregation will raise $10,000 of that $30,000 in support of the project. So $30,000 all in, $10,000 of that from the congregation. So we encourage you to begin donating to that and to get that project going for us. So the CIC, the Capital Improvement Committee, has been working hard. They're a great group. They've been doing a ton of work and research and getting those details together. So thank you to all of them. And we're excited to get some cooler air in the sanctuary. It's been a little warm in there. So you can donate to that by designating funds. So in your offering, if you want to make an offering and write a check, you can do that. And in the memo line, designate air conditioning, and we'll get that to the right place. So thank you all for that and for a great meeting yesterday. Thanks especially to Ellen and Jim for running that meeting and having it go so smoothly. It was a great time to be together and to get that done. So we're looking forward to that. All right. I'm bringing you a Disney quote today, per usual. That's been the rhythm. So your Disney quote today is from Winnie the Pooh. Good friends will help you until you're unstuck. Such a good one. And that's kind of how I'm feeling today after our congregational meeting yesterday. We had a congregational meeting, then we had a council meeting, and then we had a council retreat with the council and the staff to do some planning and dreaming and think about what's ahead and where God is calling us at Holy Cross. And in all of that yesterday, I really felt this. I felt this community and these, good friends, this good community to help us get unstuck from warm sanctuaries and, all the other things that we've bumped into. Funerals and floods, as we have said, is our theme. So thank you all for that. And I'm feeling that community today, which is really good feeling. So with that, let's turn to Psalm 100. Psalm 100 reads, oh, by the way, this is a psalm of thanksgiving. That note is in my Bible. It's one of the most well-known psalms of thanksgiving. And the title, as it appears in my little Bible from National Youth Gathering 2015, this was the one in Detroit, I think, all lands summoned to praise God. So here we go, Psalm 100. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come into God's presence with singing. Know that the Lord is God. It is God that made us, and we are God's. We are God's people and the sheep of God's pasture. Enter God's gates with thanksgiving and God's courts with praise. Give thanks to God. Bless God's name. For the Lord is good. God is steadfast. God's love endures forever. And God's faithfulness is to all generations. Well, like I said, yesterday was a busy day for the council, for staff, for leadership, but it was a really joyful day. And even being in the building today, there's this awesome energy in the building. There's people running around setting up for the rummage sale. The preschool has finally started, and so there's kids in the building, which is really exciting. I just heard them down the hall say, "Are you so excited for your first day of school?" So there's a lot of good energy. And so with that good energy, I'm feeling very thankful, feeling this sense of gratitude. And remembering how important it is to practice gratitude when we can get it. And really anytime. Anytime is a time to practice gratitude. Even in tough times. Even in hard times. Even when we were going through that long stint of funerals and floods, we were still giving thanks for the people that God gave us to love. And that made it so hard to say goodbye when we were doing those funerals. Or the gift of water in baptism. Even as, the sanctuary was flooding, or there were floods in the hallway or on the roof, there were still moments of gratitude. And so I want to give thanks today. I want to give thanks for this community, for the people of Holy Cross, for leadership, for those who have helped this process run so smoothly as we're trying to figure out the air conditioning and the many things that we've been wrestling with, because God has given us a lot of good, and it's good to celebrate that. So I hope that you can find a moment today to practice some gratitude. Maybe make a list. What are the things you're grateful for today? Who are the people you're grateful for? And take that extra step even to say thank you, to reach out and say, hey, I'm grateful for you today. Because that can really make an impact. If you have been a person to receive that in your own life, maybe somebody has reached out to you and said, hey, thanks for what you do, or I'm grateful for you today. It really makes an impact. It really does. And God is present with us in those moments to celebrate. So today we're going to say a prayer of thanks. We're going to thank God for all that God has given us and ask God to help us practice some gratitude this week as we move forward, knowing that troubles will still come. We may have more funerals and floods in the future. Who knows? Only God knows, and only time will tell. But in the meantime, we can celebrate how far we've come. We can practice some gratitude. So, with that, let us pray. God, we give you thanks. We give you so much thanks for the many blessings that you give us, even in the midst of difficulty and challenge. You're there, and you give us things to be grateful for, people and spaces and worship, and you. We're grateful for you, for a God that loves us, for a God that is with us, and for a God that gives us his Son to be our example, to be our teacher, and to be our salvation, that you would send him to die on a cross and rise again so that we may have new life. So God, today help us. Help us to practice gratitude. Help us to be thankful for what we have, and help us to thank others. Thank those in our lives who make our lives that much better and sweeter. And thank you, God, for all that you give us. Amen. Thanks for joining us today for this daily message. Remember to be smart, stay safe, love everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye.